Hello, thank you for tuning in to this week's section of reads. These readings are valid for whenever you come to them. This should be on the YouTube channel James 13 Wicca in case you're seeing it somewhere else. The dice and decks I'm using are listed below. Of course, if you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. And without further ado, let's get into your selection. Hello, Pisces. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. These readings are valid for whenever you come to them. That being said, what do we have for Pisces? I have to use my glasses for this one. The deck that I've got here, the Purple Rose Tarot, there's some very intricate details, it seems. That's it? That's it. Okay. I might have to get my glasses so I can see these details. That wasn't very many, but that's okay. There wasn't very many of the oracle cards, but it is what it is. Alright, so you've already made choices. And you're not looking to return to things that did not work. That's fine. What are you not wanting to return to is a great question. You're moving into some type of prosperity. I keep getting the Queen and the Page of Pentacles. Yep. You're moving into this more stable energy. You're looking to put it where it goes and then keep it there. You are not looking to return to the past. I keep getting that over and over. You've made up your mind. You will not be returning to the past. You have shut the door on that. This might be a reading to where they're just trying to give you a little bit of confidence that you have made that decision. Even if you don't realize you've made that decision, deep down you have made that decision. You're not looking to repeat something that did not work for you. And you're looking to go into a better direction, and that's great. Why is there so much concern with this? Is somebody trying to pull you back that way? No. Is that Swords? You might be overthinking something, yes. Page of Swords. You're moving forward. You're not about to return to the past. So it's almost like if you're going into a new job or a new situation, you're like, I don't want to get caught into the same rhythms that I've done before that didn't serve me. Or maybe it's like there's been patterns in the past that weren't really that bad, but you're just not looking to do that again. If that makes sense. You're just not looking to do that again. There's a chapter in your book that is closed that you're just not looking to repeat. Even if it wasn't that bad. That might be the weird part. Maybe that's what I'm missing. Even if it wasn't a bad chapter, you're still like, yeah, but I don't want to do that again. You're looking to go towards new success. You're looking for something new, something refreshing. I keep seeing this person I knew years ago, and they were fine. There was nothing wrong with them. But when I knew them, there was a certain type of job I did that was not a bad job, but it's kind of like, I don't want to do that anymore, if that makes sense. It's just like, I did that job. That job served its purpose. It wasn't bad, but I don't want to do that again. I'm not looking to do that again. And this is trying to give confidence, like, you're not going to do that again. It may look like it at first, but you're not. Page of Cups coming in your favor. Okay, in your favor. Page of Cups is a good energy for Pisces. This is something where I just kind of have to link up to it, see where the current is going, and then decide if I'm going to like lean over this way, go this way with the current, or like, am I going to go towards the western banks? Am I going to go towards the eastern banks? And it's kind of like whatever bank of the river I go towards, appropriate opportunities will match up with each side. Is that the Hierophant? The Hierophant and then the Ace of Pentacles. A lot of Pentacle energy trying to come in. something good is coming your way, you're not really going to make a bad decision. It's kind of like, how do I explain this? It's kind of like it's like you're putting in your lunch order. You're going to order from a place that has reputable reputation. You're going to get healthy food. Let's just put it that way. You're going to get sustainable, good food. Nothing that's going to make you sick. But it's the difference between, like, do I want to get, like, a pasta dish with a side salad? Do I want a couple slices of pizza? Do I want a burger with fries? It's kind of like none of these options are bad. It's just, what do you want, if that makes sense. None of these options seem to be bad. But it's also kind of like, well, once I order it, then I've ordered it. It's not like I'm going to call back in and be like, you know what, thanks for sending me that order, but I don't really want it now. You're not going to really do that. You're kind of like, once you've ordered it, you're going to stick with the plan. You'll be fine. And it's not like there's going to be a bad decision here. The trick is to realize that there's a benefit to what you're going towards. You got the Ace of Pentacles that you could build more from. So it's kind of like, oh, I want the burger and fries. But then it's kind of like, I could go out and get it, or I could have it delivered to me. I could enjoy with other people. I could let other people know what I'm doing and see if they want to add it to my order and, you know, get their own stuff. There's a lot of options here if I keep going that direction. I can make this more enjoyable for myself. You're not restricted. This is one of the things with this card coming in, kind of saying, it may feel like, well, now I have to see what I'm allowed to do next. That's not how this is supposed to come in. This can be like a control card sometimes. It's not a good nor bad card. It's just kind of what it is. It can be. You're not controlled by the situation. The situation is meant for you to control it, not it control you. That's the trick with this next part. Realizing that the next part is for you to decide what's right, where do you want to go. You're the one making the decision. What does that say? The keeper of the scales? You're deciding how this should balance out, not other people. You should not be giving that power to somebody else. You have to do what you feel is right. Take it with a grain of salt. Readings are for entertainment purposes only. But I'm getting that this is meant for you to make the decision, not for other people to make the decision. This is what I got. I got the burger and fries. What do I want to do beyond that? What type of burger do I want? Do I want to go out and go eat it there? Do I want to have it delivered here? Do I want to add other people into the situation? Do I want to do it by myself? Those are the pieces. They seem very minimal decisions, but they're decisions that could really change how you feel about it. If you got other things going on and maybe you just need a break from people, maybe eating by yourself is more enjoyable for you. Vice versa, if you feel like you spent most of the day by yourself and you're kind of needing some social interaction, maybe finding other people to eat with, maybe that's better for you. That's the point, though. You deciding what's right for you. It's not somebody saying, well, you should do this, Pisces, or this is better for you, Pisces. It's for you to do. Whatever this next situation is for you to take that connection and decide, I'm going to have a burger and fries or whatever it is. How do I want to enjoy that? How do I want to experience that lunch? How do I want to make that happen? Or you could be like me and you'd be like, well, I'm kind of busy. I'm going to put it in the fridge, take it home with me, and then I'll heat it up again when I get home, and then we'll do it that way. Whatever works for you, you know what I mean? Am I missing anything with this? There is this perception that somebody else has the power. It's not real. That's what I keep getting. In the past, maybe that's been the case in the past. Maybe that has in the past. That's not your current situation. I do get that every now and then somebody might get in your way, whatever that means. You know what I mean? Somebody says, oh no, Pisces, you can't go to lunch at that time. You have to wait a couple hours. It shouldn't be every day like that. Or somebody saying, oh, we're out of hamburgers. We can't help you with that. All right, maybe you can't have hamburgers today. What was your second choice? Doesn't mean you have to get it at this place. You can order from somewhere else. You have other options, especially if you're home and you're making your own food. What else do you have in the fridge? You have other options. There could be moments where it seems like somebody gets in your way for a second, but the thing is to not accept that and kind of like, all right, and it's not going to stay that long. It's the King of Wands. There may be somebody, it is the King of Wands, right? King of Wands, yep. It's not something that's going to stay there for very long. And the thing is to not accept that other people have control, even if it seems like they're going to be there forever. To not accept it, to be like, all right, I can't get burgers today. All right, what else do I want? Where else can I go? What other possibilities? Even if one or two options are blocked, and that'll happen from time to time, not accepting like, well, everybody's going to this place and I wanted burgers. I guess I can't have that. What else do they have? Oh, they have this rice dish with chicken on the side. I guess that's what I'll have. That's what's there. You don't have to accept that. You can go somewhere else. It's kind of like, well, there's this place right next door. We're all going to go there to eat, but still, you can get this place go to this place next door. I'll eat outside anyway at this picnic table. Just go there, get your stuff, and come over and sit with us. Just don't say anything. Just sit here with us and we'll just pretend it's all cool. Or we can all eat in our cars. Or we can go pick it up and bring it back. It's for you to say, well, I don't really want that there now. And then letting other people know, and then you creating what you want from that. Not accepting the block as a restriction, not accepting the block as dictating what you have to do next. You deciding what you have to do next. I like the end of this. The World is coming in, which talks about a whole new phase of your life coming in. And the point of this is like the more you decide from what's in front of you, the more of you working around the boundaries or blocks. It's like the food thing. I keep giving the food thing as an analogy. I can't have burgers doesn't mean I have to get something else at the same place. I could get something somewhere else. We have other options, other possibilities. I don't have to be subject to somebody else's boundaries. Yes, I can't have burgers here, but there's even a possibility maybe I could get a burger somewhere else. This is supposed to set you up to go into a new phase of your life where you become more the person in control and you start getting what you actually want. It's supposed to be a more compatible way of you creating the life you want. There's two options with this outcome. Working with the boundaries and not accepting them, but going, okay, I can't have a burger here. Where else can I go? What else could I do? And not feeling like I'm held back and like I have to do what everybody else is doing. If you accept the boundaries too much, you'll get stuck and things are not going to change. If you work with them and say, all right, I can't do that. Well, what do I want to do and go in a different direction? That's where prosperity comes in. The whole new evolution of you being more in control and getting what you actually want out of life. I just want to be sure I'm explaining it correctly because I don't think I've said it yet in this reading, but I'm a Pisces myself. And the way I keep seeing it is kind of like somebody's saying, you can't do that. And then them putting something in front of me as if that's what I'm supposed to take. And instead of me accepting that, going, okay, thank you for the offer. I don't want that. I'll find something else and stepping away and doing what I want. So it's kind of like they're saying, you can't have the burger. You're going to have this chicken and biscuits. That's what you're going to have. And you're going, no, I don't want that, but thank you. And stepping back and going to make a different decision. That's what you're offering me. I don't want that, but thank you. And I'll move on. So it's like having that control in more of a like compatible way for your life. Kind of like, all right, you're saying I can't have that here. I don't have to be here, if that makes sense. I can go somewhere else and get a different choice. It's supposed to be more smooth. I just hope I'm making sense with how it's supposed to be a smooth, like, this isn't going to work for me, so I'm going to quietly, privately, on my terms, make a different decision. It doesn't have to be me banging on the drum saying, you said I can't have my burger and I want a burger. It doesn't have to be like that. But it's them saying, you can't have a burger, but you're going to have this. Thank you for the offer. I'm not going to have that. I'll go somewhere else. Thank you very much. I hope I'm making sense with it. Because it's supposed to bring in this whole new evolution of things going differently with you more in control and you getting what you actually want. Accepting what somebody puts in front of you, kind of like, I guess that's okay. And kind of like, well, I don't really want the chicken and biscuits, but I guess it's okay. I guess I'll eat it. It's not that bad. That's going to keep you stuck. That's going to keep you stuck and not get you where you want to be. You stepping back going, thank you for the chicken and biscuits. It's not for me. I'm going to go somewhere else. That's going to get you the life you want. All right, I'm going to shut this down here. Hope that helps. Thank you very much for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. Thanks again for watching. Have a great day.